Welcome to the Daily Nugget, where we look to drop a simple yet powerful idea that, if implemented, could have a positive ripple effect on you and everyone around you. Hey guys, welcome back to today's Daily Nugget. And before I jump into it, I want to give you the scenario of how I got to today's topic that I call I Never Thought I Couldn't. And it comes from an odd source. I was stuck on a couple things that I've been working on for weeks, and I'll get to those eventually. The writer's block will stop, but I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna take a break. My kids were watching a movie, one of the greatest and most inspiring movies of all time. And I thought, you know what, let me watch that. Maybe I'll get something. That's not actually what I thought. It was Cars 3, but I did get something pretty profound out of it. So here it is, I never thought I couldn't. And the scenario in the movie is Lightning McQueen is a great racer, one of the best, comes off of a terrible season. People are talking about potential retirement. New ownership comes in and pairs a trainer with him. Her name is Cruz, and Cruz is a great trainer trying to help Lightning McQueen get back into the winner's circle. And the scenario is, through the training, she actually lets him know that she didn't want to be a trainer. She actually dreamed of being a racer. And the idea is, through the training, Lightning actually has the opportunity to put Cruz in the race, and does so. And one of the questions that brings me to this I never thought I couldn't is, she asks Lightning, after telling a story of her first race and being overwhelmed by the size, the strength, the sound of the motors, that everyone looked bigger. She actually got scared to race and became a trainer instead. So she never raced. Her family even told her as a child to dream small or not at all. And she asks Lightning,
"But can I ask you something? What was it like for you when you showed up to your first race? How did you know you could do it?"
I don't know. I just never thought I couldn't.
how did you know you could do it? And his response was, I never thought I couldn't. So here's today's Daily Nugget I never thought I couldn't. The idea is, perspective is key. If you go back to that scenario, her perspective was skewed by environment, her parents telling her, dream small or not at all, and then ultimately, focused on the size and strength of other cars, which leads me into the idea that focus, what you focus on, grows. So perspective is any point at which you can view a subject. So the actual definition is a particular attitude towards a way or regarding something, a point of view. So if you think of a point as in a circle, a point, there's 360 degrees around that circle. Now those degrees could be split up 1,000 different ways, but at least 360 degrees, 360 points of view, and that's just one-dimensional. So if you can think about a subject, whether it's political or religious or work-related or life-related, kids, I have a different perspective now than I had when I had my first child. Now with my fifth on the way, I think of things totally differently. And I've chosen then to focus on different things as I learn and grow. People are coming up alongside me and educating me and pushing me to be a better dad, husband, business owner. So my perspective, changes, but perspective is key. So the perspective of Lightning was, he never thought he couldn't. That was his view of racing. Cruz's was, there are a lot of obstacles. People have been telling me to dream small or not at all. The second thing I led into is, what we focus on grows. So the idea of Cruz sitting there on the start line with a bunch of other vehicles that are racers, that are bigger and stronger, she focused on the obstacle, and sometimes that inspires us to overcome the obstacle, but she was consumed by it. She focused on it so much that I'm sure if this was real life, on one of your problems, something you're focusing on just seems insurmountable. But a different person with a different perspective maybe focuses on the opportunity, not the obstacle. So I want to, because this is Cars 3, I'm going to stay with the movie theme. So George Lucas says this: always remember, your focus determines your reality. So George Lucas from Star Wars, dropping the bomb, just like before, what we focus on grows. What you focus on determines your reality. So this isn't to inspire somebody who is focusing on potentially the obstacle more than the opportunity. This is actually a call for all of you watching to be the coach. Lightning, spoiler alert, Lightning ends up starting the race that they're trying to win and recognizing the talent that Cruz has, and actually switches to where Cruz finishes the race and pulls off the win. He called her up from a place of dream small or not at all into dream big, go for it. Who are you calling up? Maybe you are the person that needs that calling, but most of us watching have the opportunity to call somebody up out of something. And there's one common thing that I know that everybody watching this has in common. Our potential, everyone watching, our potential is greater than we think currently. But we need people to call that out of us. So I hope this I Never Thought I Couldn't from Cars 3 inspires you to inspire somebody else around you. That's today's Daily Nugget. Until next time, keep the ripple going. Don't keep this nugget to yourself. Pass it on. Keep the ripple going. To subscribe or share, click here. We'd love to connect and hear your feedback.